Hi everyone, so today we're going to compare the 3 different projectors that you can get from Amazon. All of them are at around $300. So we got the Bomaker, Abox, and a very popular one, Vankyo. And this is a V630. So without further ado, we are going to see what is the quality and which one should you buy or which one would I choose. As you can see, Abox and Bomaker have similar pictures out in the box. So I'm not sure if they are coming from the same manufacturer and just put a different label on there, or are they actually different. But judging from this, we can see, alright, the tilting and things like that, same picture. And that Abox also have the same pictures. So we're gonna see. So we got 3 projectors with us right now. On my left, this is Vankyo. In the middle, we got the Abox. And on my right is the Bomaker. As you can see, the size of the projector is about the same. The difference is, at this point, Abox have a plastic wrap on the top, whereas Vankyo and Bomaker do not have any protection like this. Now, in terms of the quality so far, just the outside shell and design, I would give to Bomaker. It's still plastic, but then they make it like a brushed metal. Looks pretty good. The Vankyo is actually a mesh at the front and mesh at the back. In terms of the layout for input, Bomaker and Vankyo is very similar. On the side, you got the SD card slot, 2 HDMI input, and on the back, you got your VGA, 2 USB port, 1 AV input, and 1 speaker or headphone. The location is roughly the same, alright, for this two. Now, Abox is a little different. All the input is at the back, alright? Let me show you. All the input is in the back. Whereas Bomaker and Vankyo is at the side. Alright? Roughly the same position. Seems like it's probably coming from the same manufacturer. Look at this. The back. The back. Alright? Looks about the same. Now the difference between Bomaker and Vankyo is the button. Bomaker is vertical. Vankyo is horizontal. This is a mix of 2. You got 2 like vertical and 1 horizontal. Otherwise they are the same essentially. In terms of the knob for adjusting the lens, Abox is at the side, Bomaker is at the side, and Vankyo is at the top. Alright, that's the main difference so far, just from the design perspective. In terms of lens cap, so if you're a big fan of the lens cap, I would say Abox, the lens cap is not as secure as either the Vankyo or the Bomaker. Alright, both of them actually have a really secure lens cap. So far, all of them actually are in the $300 range. Vankyo V630 is about $330, and usually you can get a $30 discount. And same thing with Bomaker, it is roughly about the same, $330 or $360, and then you can get discount to about $300. Abox is a little cheaper. Now, even though they say about $330, but you may actually end up have a 40% off. So roughly, this is $200. Now, I don't know if that's a fair comparison. $200 compared to a $300 projector. When you think about this, this is almost 50% more than this. Now, without further ado, let's see the quality comparison. Now, Abox claims to have 5,000 lumens. The Vankyo has 6,500 lumens. And the Bomaker has the greatest 6800 lumens. So we're gonna see how they compare in terms of quality. All of them are 1080p resolution, native resolution. And all of them can support 4K, I believe. And in terms of the lamp hour, they all claim to have 50,000 lamp hour and more. We are actually adjusting the setting, but at this first point, what I find is that when we adjust the angle, the either the top is going to be blurred or the bottom is going to be blurred. So when you actually adjust the angle, the 45-degree, this is the bad thing about all three projectors. All right, all three projectors have the same thing, that on the side it's not as focused, as either the top is going to be focused or the bottom. Now, so far, as you can see, it seems like Vankyo have the least amount of differences. All right, and Abox seems to have the most differences in terms of if the top is actually in focus, the bottom is pretty blurred for Abox. Whereas Vankyo is actually kind of, the top is blurred, but then the bottom is focused, but then the difference is not as much. And right now, we got all three laptops running. Maybe that's why it's getting slow. I got the lights turned on at the back and also on the ceiling. As you can see, actually all three of them is not too bad. We have Vankyo alone, all right? This is the quality. All of them is about 8 feet from the wall. All three of them. Okay? This is Vankyo. This is the quality. It's not bad. We are just using auto at this point. And as you can see so far, it's not bad. Okay? Let's see Bomaker. This is Bomaker. Now, what you can see is that the top is pretty clear, but the bottom is a little blurred. Alright? Now, let's all see all three projectors at this point. All three projectors. I would say, in terms of Bomaker, all corners are pretty well lit. All right, the corners. In terms of the ranking in the middle, that's Vankyo. And in terms of corner lit, the worst is Abox of all three. Now, we're gonna turn off the lights and see how that goes. As you can see, the one at the bottom is from Bomaker, all right? And then on this side, so right now, this one, this is Vankyo. And the one furthest over there is from Abox. This is how it looks. I would say in terms of brightness, Bomaker actually looks much better. All right, the contrast and the brightness at this point. For a $300 projector, it's amazing. All right. For clarity, Vankyo is good. Vankyo has the best clarity. Brightness, I would say Bomaker. Alright, in terms of all darkness, we can see this is from Vankyo V630. Alright, again, at the bottom, right here, it's pretty blurry. If there's any words or anything like that. Mind you, it's in an angle. Alright, in terms of clarity, I guess so far in the middle, it looks good. Not bad. We are playing a 4K video at 1080p on YouTube. In terms of speaker, it's alright, not bad. Alright, let's see the Bomaker. As you can see, Bomaker still very, very bright in terms of brightness. Can't beat that. But in terms of blurriness, still the bottom side is a little more blurry than Vankyo. Alright, and then we will see Abox. Now, Abox is a little darker, alright, in terms of the contrast ratio. Mind you, everything is in auto. Can we adjust that? Probably. Now, so far, this is what I found. On both Vankyo and Abox, you can actually access the menu on the projector itself. But for Bomaker, you actually need to use the remote to access the menu. Now, in terms of the size, Bomaker actually can reduce all the way to 50, alright, in terms of reduction the size. But Vankyo and Abox can only go to 75%. This is Vankyo at 75%. This is Bomaker at 75. This is Abox at 75%. Now, we have made all the brightness and all those contrast to 50-50, alright? We have made those settings, so all of them will be the same. Now, as you can see, this is Abox. The gamma, in terms of without any adjustment, is a little darker. You can see the green really dark in Abox. And then next, let's see Bomaker in the middle. Alright, we have a lighter, but in terms of the sky, let's go back to Abox. Now we see it's the gamma itself is a little darker in general. Okay, go back to Bomaker. It's a little brighter from the start. Alright, and then Vankyo. And then go back to Bomaker. You see, in terms of Vankyo, it's a little, without doing any adjustment, it's a little bluer. All right. You see, it's a slight bluer. Okay, and then let's see this, and then to Abox. Abox is actually a little greener in comparison, I think. See? In terms of heat, I would say actually Vankyo, the V630, give out the most heat. And Abox give out the least heat in those three projectors. So when we compare the heat, Abox is better than Vankyo and Bomaker. As you can see, I never really talk about the sound quality because all of them are really similar. Plus, if you really care about the sound quality, you will have an external speaker. So that's why I didn't do any review on the sound quality itself. Only the picture quality and in terms of build quality and the heat at this point. In terms of fan noise level, I would say it's about the same. I would say Vankyo is a little louder, but not by much. All of them are really consistent in terms of the fan noise level. I understand some of you actually complain about the refresh rate, but as you can see so far, if you're watching a movie and not playing like a high frame rate video game, they tend to have similar quality. They all have their pros and cons. And for me, if I'm just using that for myself, put it in a bedroom, I would actually go for Abox. Quality is stunning for a $200 machine. Alright, it's very good and I like it. I know I have been talking about the brightness is not as bright as the others, and the clarity wise is not as good as the other two, but if for personal use, I would definitely go for Abox. And mind you, I slanted the screen for Abox a little more than the other. So if I fix that, I would assume the clarity is much better than what I see right now. So personal use, definitely Abox. If I need to travel around and bring this to my customer, to my client and do presentation, Vankyo will be my choice, my preference, because it has the carry bag, right? And in terms of everything included and everything considered, it has everything of all right? Contrast ratio is good, brightness is good, it's kind of right in the middle. Plus it's more portable because of the carry case, and I would actually choose that. Now if I have to put it in a stable position, I'm caring about the design, Bomaker will be my choice. I like the Bomaker because the design is good, and as you can see, Bomaker has the highest lumens based on the what the manufacturer claimed. And it shows it reflected on here. It's 6800 lumens. It's definitely brighter than Abox and Vankyo. And for Abox, it's claimed to have 5000 lumens. And obviously, if we compare to something 6500 for Vankyo or 6800 for Bomaker, it's a little darker, alright? But the image is still good. So it really depends on what your needs are. For bedroom, for game playing, maybe you can go for Abox. For work, for office, Vankyo could be your choice. If you want to do a stable, if you're making a boardroom, or if you just install that projector in your home and without moving it, then you would go for Bomaker. So this is my recommendation, and feel free to give a comment below. Again, if you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more review, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button. So when our new video comes up, you will be the first one to watch it.